Hi friends, my name is Cashapp with Psychic MD and I'm here to do another reading for you. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy going for us because I love the theatrics of it. Or I pretend. I'm going to go ahead and put this baby in here. We'll get some incense going, which is the actual real true reason to do that, at least for most people. I'm going to go ahead and use some frankincense and myrrh, of course. For those of you that are repeat offenders, I want to extend a warm welcome. And for those of you that are brand new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping in. Hope that everyone receives exactly what it is that you intend on getting when you come here. This is a timeless read, so at any point in time, whenever you happen across it, that's when it is meant for you to see. I'm going to switch camera angles, and we'll be right back for your read. And we're making it extra spooky. Not really. Show me what I need to see for pile number 1. This is for selection, pile number 1. And show me now. Judgment, pile number 1. This will be your card, should you choose to pick it. And pile number 2, this one's kind of standing out to me. The 9 of Wands, pile number 2. If you select pile number 2, that would be your card. And finally, pile number 3. I actually said file. Hopefully nobody noticed that. What the heck? Okay, pile number 3. This is your card. And fear not, we're going to get some good messages here, okay? We'll see in just a moment. Hi, pile number 1. My name is Cashapp with Psychic MD, and I am here to do another pick a card reading. So if you chose this pile, then pile number 1, this is for you. If you missed the intro, where I burn nothing down, you're in luck because everything is going down in flames. Just kidding. Well, for those of you that are repeat offenders, once again, thank you so much for stopping in. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I appreciate your time. Hope that everyone gets exactly what it is that you are seeking. Now, I got some sagey sage. Obviously, it is everywhere. And I'm going to OCD all over the place if I don't just kind of get it out of my way. So, pile number 1. I'm so sorry about the camera shake. One day we'll get it, but it's not today, okay? It is not today, friends. So pile number 1, right off the bat, what I'm getting is that there could be a lot of debris and clearing. You could be actually making a lot of judgments, necessary judgments, realigning your life. And this can mean that some people may stay, some people may go, some things may stay, and some things may go, right? I'm also getting that this has a lot to do with healing. Whatever phase you're in life, you are in life. That was hard to say for whatever reason. Whatever phase that you are in life right now, whether you are someone super young or if you're on the more mature side, it matters not. I feel like right now you're undergoing some type of cleansing. Could be cleansing of yourself as well. But especially I feel like cleansing of people around you. I feel like you're looking at the naked truth of what has been going on, for lack of a better way of saying it. You've been looking at the naked truth of people. You've been taking off the rose-colored glasses. You've been really looking at the nitty-gritty. And also just making decisions. Is this good for my life? Is this going to be healthy for me? Now, with the red cross right here, I feel almost like the idea that you could have been someone, or it could be someone that has a tendency to rescue people from their own darkness, from their own... I heard the word fallacy. And if that's you, I completely can relate and understand that. Now, the message that I'm getting is that you cannot heal everybody. You cannot fix everything. And the next thing that I'm looking at right here, I've got, you know, the Roman numerals 10 and 10. So 20. But I feel like you have... currently, you're undergoing the very last stages of a major transformation or major decisions in which you'll be applying these major transformations in your life. So what it's going to look like is two major things that really change your life. It is a reset. It is a method to set your own life on a trajectory that is going to be beneficial, healthy, but most of all, it's going to be a trajectory that is designed and meant for you specifically, okay? Now, I had this up earlier when I was doing like the pre-selection thing, and I hope this translates well. Let's see, because I don't have the full view of my camera lens, but I'm taking a look at this person, and he's just like, yep, bring it. Like, this is the naked me. This is everything. Everything that you see, it just really is what you see, okay? And that's one thing. But the next thing I'm noticing, obviously, this is like half of a human person, and you're seeing the muscles and everything else. And then right here is half of a skull. And I feel like you're undergoing and peeling through layers of deception, layers of presenting yourself to other people in a certain manner, but also layers that other people have presented to you. And they're like, you know, pile number one really enjoys this kind of a person, or they really enjoy this kind of a thing. I'm going to present my best foot forward. And yet, while that is great, it is not the true foot forward, if that makes any sense, okay? So I feel like also sometimes people, when you call them out on their bullshit, they could be left tongue-tied. Now, bottom of the deck, I was told I was not planning on reading reversals, but this whole deck slid sideways. And when I looked, one of them was already in reversed. And so Spirit's saying to go ahead and take these in reversal. I feel like you're undergoing a major change in something that has rendered you, I lost a nail, God forbid, and something that has really rendered you, call it my nebby, rendered you hopeless. I feel like it has pierced your mind, pierced your body. It has rocked your security, whatever this thing is. And it just really, really like devastated everything. It devastated your sleep, your comfort, maybe even like how you earn a living, all of that. Yep. We're going to put this baby right here. Next up is the number 12, but it's reverse as well. So let's go ahead and take that card, and I'm just going to show you what it would look like in the upright, or what it does look like in the upright. So number 12 right here, and this is obviously you have two chances, culmination, a near ending of things, ending of two cycles, I believe. And then we have the number 1, which is your personal power, and the number 2, all about manifesting you and channeling, I believe, your personal power and integrating outside sources, outside resources. Number 2 for me is about gracefully integrating different parts in order to become different, or in order to achieve a cause, or be the best you possible, whatever that means. That could be diet, that could be how you manage your money, that could be relocation, that could be who you hang out with, that could be the times that you go to bed, or whatever. Now, one thing that I am seeing right here is that this sword is almost pointing to the 1. And I almost feel like there's a clock involved, even though this isn't anything about a clock here. I'm looking at, okay, here's a 12 and it's almost that time. What happens at 12? In traditional fairy tales, we turn into a pumpkin, right? So it's interesting to me that this has, you know, the red with security and everything else. Now, this person is in full armor, but when we receive the card, it's reversed. That tells me that things are not quite clear to you, not at all, because I have this sword right here, this sword of truth, this is sword of communication. This is also being able to see clearly, okay? And that's just not happening at this very time. And I think because you are a little bit, I don't want to say taken away or involved in, because it's like weird connotations, but you're a little bit focused on the moment. Even though pressure is being relieved, even though the things that people have said about you that are not true, judgments that are made about you that are not true, expectation, all the things that really rendered you helpless, that made you feel like, wow, immobile, like I've been judged unjustly, people have talked shit about me, I feel like you've sustained severe injury, even though it is not visible. Other people have put you through this, actually, this whole judgment thing. So don't be afraid to be like, yeah, I'm making judgments about people in my life, because that's part of life. But also, these very people have made judgments against you. And part of the judgments that have been made, I'm hearing, it's like, well, I can use pile one. They'll do whatever I want. They're always there. They're always reliable. They will do as I say. I can manipulate pile number one. I could just give them whatever it is that the rose-colored glasses desire. And that is good enough for them. Okay, look. As I was mixing the cards, yep. Whatever broke your heart, pile one, you're healing from that. You are healing from that, I will say. Let's see if we can get this in a little closer, maybe not. We're having all sorts of issues today. Okay, good enough. So I just want to congratulate you on your healing. I want to encourage you to continue. Don't stop. The clarity will come the more that you weed out things that are not for you, people that are not for you, people that manipulate and gaslight. All of those things have run their course. I feel like you have taken off your glasses entirely, and you are seeing things in the naked, in the buff, in the real, in the raw, whatever you want to call it. And it's going to take a little bit of time for your mind to be able to obtain the clarity that it needs in order to move forward, if that's what you're looking for, right? We don't like being stuck. I also feel like there's almost like a hand here, even though there is no hand here. I almost feel like there is a hand here, and then there's like a rocket of sorts. So yeah, it's almost like, okay, I do believe in karma. I don't believe in revenge. Big difference. But I feel like whatever it is that you're making, judgments that you're making, has really wounded and hurt other people the same way that they wounded and hurt you. Now, I feel like this lightning bolt is an epiphany. And with the little nerve endings right here, I feel like you've hit a nerve. Because this to me mimics your nerves firing. I feel like people can think it is windy and cold without you. They could even feel betrayed. But the irony in that is, how about when they put up a show in order to manipulate you, in order to get exactly what it is that they wanted from you? That was not a problem now, was it? So I want you to think, whenever you feel bad about protecting yourself, whenever you feel bad about these people are not in alignment, the situation is not in alignment, go back to yourself and think, did they think about me before making decisions? Or did they put themselves forward? Did they put themselves first in the equation? Were they the ones that were the ultimate goal and not having peace for the relationship, whatever the relationship is or was? So I'm hearing, don't feel bad about that. Make decisions that are good for you. The very same way these people made decisions that were good for them, okay? So allow the natural cause of consequences, cause and consequences come into their life. Don't be caretaking to that point any longer. I feel like that's one thing that is changing, is that you're going to be caretaking, but from a place that is healthy and beneficial. Now, another thing that I'm getting also, I'm getting like major theater vibes here. I don't know why. I'm feeling like, almost like, you know, because it could be, I mean, that suit is just riveting. And the fact that he's all in black and white, I absolutely love it. So you could be a little bit like, oh, you know what? People can say that you are theatrical, okay? Oh, there's just drama. It wasn't that bad. I didn't do anything to hurt them. I didn't do anything. And then they widen their eyes in innocence. And that's my favorite. When you know damn well that they know damn well that they have been up to no good, manipulating your emotions, your love for them, your care for them, your desire to nurture, your desire for peace, all of that was manipulated. And so now that they're found out, they're left scrambling. But most of all, this is a story about your healing. Let's get a bell going and lower your volume. This is going to be loud. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Very cool. So it totally didn't jump. Obviously, like I hit it with a bell in my hand or both or whatever. But now we have this jumper and it's clear. I feel like in a very short while, if you're feeling unclear about things, things are becoming very, very, very clear for you. And I love that for you. So this story is about healing. This is about understanding that you're looking at things from a different perspective, that it may take a little while for you to be able to regroup and to see things from a point of view that is going to be healthy. That is going to, wow, open up your heart chakra. Because I feel like you've been, a lot of you guys have been in this darkness where, excuse me, sound effects are welcome. You've been taken advantage of. And it's placed you in a realm where things were really dark. You felt oppressed. You felt sad, like you couldn't do a damn thing. But now I feel like everything is opening up for you. I do feel like you yourself are just even exposing yourself, not in a way like exposing myself, I'm getting arrested, but exposing myself in people really know who I am, that I'm even more authentic than I was before. I'm getting rid of all the BS in my own life, in my own heart, my own mask that I'm showing to the world. I'm getting rid of those. I'm burning those up. And I'm just free to fully be me in all of my glory, whatever that means to you. I love this for you. I love the fact that like even there's like I don't know anything about ballerinas, but they've got their little foot pointed, almost like so graceful that they're in a ballet of sorts, right? So I feel like this is where you are at. And if not very, very, very currently, very near, I would say not even within a month. I would say probably within the next week, you are going to be in that position where you look at things differently. Now that you've cleared all the debris, I feel like there is a softening for you, a softening about you, and also a level of optimism that has not been there in a long, long time. I feel like whatever these energies were once upon a time that served to choke you out, your creativity, your voice, your own personal vibration, your own vision, I feel like they're being cleared out for you. So if this isn't something you're currently physically doing, I feel like the fact that you are, yes, making judgments and whatnot, but also clearing away your own debris, those people naturally fall away as well. Yes. Bottom of the deck, I'm taking it. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. I love this for you. Oh my gosh, look at that 9 of Pentacles combined with the Devil. Of course we do. So the 9 of Pentacles right here, we have somebody who is just well off doing their own thing. They are just content with whatever it is that they're growing. Whatever it is that they're building, they are able to really have a place of comfort, whether you own, rent, or whether you live, I don't know, in a prefab home or one of those vehicles that you like convert for the road. I forget what you call it. My words are not here today in full. I apologize. But whatever your home is and wherever you call home, I feel like this is you at this point where you are comfortable. You're comfortable with your own skin. It's better. You're better off alone than with the wrong company. I'm going to say that. So that is a paraphrased proverb, I guess you would call it. In Puerto Rico, we would say, mejor sola que mal acompañada. And that just means better off alone than in bad company. So I feel like that's going to be your motto. I do feel like you have a little bit of anxiety about it. Her hands seem kind of like fidgety. And then also this could have to do also with your voice. I feel like this is something brand new. From your open heart chakra, there's blues and greens here. I feel like you're going to start speaking your truth even more, okay? I feel like fall could have a really big, big impact where you start feeling even more solid in your own skin. I've got the devil right here. And this is people riveted to your story, people riveted to your narrative, people overly concerned with what it is that you're doing, focused and almost enslaved that they cannot help themselves. And this is like, I mean, look at these two people chained, right? With all the elements. And they just cannot stop watching you. Now, I feel like you may have these very people that have fallen off the wayward, or you've cut off, whatever the case may be, or that have undergone some form of judgment, and they just cannot stop watching you. So, for whatever reason, they've fallen off your radar, or have been taken off your radar, and yet they refuse to move on. Yeah, it's just a steadfast, like, obsession. So I got this card. It was reversed. I'm taking it that way since apparently we're doing reversals, but I want to show you in the upper right. So this is 10 of Cups. Typically, I would say this is an incredible card to have. It's emotional happiness, but the problem is that it came reversed. And actually, it's not really a problem. The problem lies for other people. So this could be family of choice, people that have really flexed too much in your life and tried to weigh in and control too much to the point where they had been kind of not included in your life anymore, or pushed out, or naturally fallen away, whatever the case may be. And I feel like they feel like there is a loss there. And I get that. But one thing I will say, okay, they don't see that they can actually manifest something greater and better. But they have to do better. They cannot come back in the same skin, in the same form, wearing the same dirty-ass clothes that they wore before. Meaning they can no longer choose to behave in the same ways, in the old ways, that they got away with for so long. And that's part of the problem. They're addicted to control, addicted to behaving in a certain way. At any point in time, should they choose to change a narrative, they have to change themselves first. And it has to be genuine. The fake change in order for them to lure and revert back to the same old BS is not going to work, okay? So, I love the healing message for you. Oh my goodness, look. And this last message is for you, the High Priestess or Priest, whatever. So, I feel like you're in tune. You're in tune. And I love the fact that the book's like white or silver. And I love that she has almost like a crystal ball or a globe within her chest right here. But it seems very much otherworldly. Let's see if we can stop wiggling cards about and you can actually see what I'm talking about, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. So, look. Oh my gosh, you're getting all the good cards. I love that. I love that. So I'm going to say whatever it is that you're doing, continue doing whatever it is that you're doing. Also in the story is manifesting. So you've manifested something better for yourself because you know better, you are doing better. Because part of your responsibility was taking back your power, acknowledging that maybe, you know, you were allowing outside influences to really control what it is that you did, said, thought, your trajectory, whatever the case may be. Whatever the issue was here, I feel like you're acknowledging those things within yourself. So, you know, it's like it takes two to tango. And I feel like you have regrouped before you take up a dance partner again. Now, this fell for you. I'm going to take it. And I'm going to say this is super sexy. So, this card is extremely attractive, I think. But traditional tarot, this is about, yeah, the four corners, your stability and everything else. But this is, in the reverse, I feel like you being more open. You being just way more open, where you felt like you couldn't speak your truth. You couldn't be yourself. You always had like the eye of criticism, eyeballing you, whatever the case may be. You're no longer doing it. You're no longer allowing it. You are just being genuinely who you are. And if those people, you know, want to be in your life, they're going to act right. Or otherwise, they just won't be in your life anymore. End of story. So good for you. I also feel like you are going to be tightening up your resources, even though you're doing pretty well for yourself. I'm going to say with the King of Pentacles, you have even more money coming to you. You guys get a load of this. I don't know. Anyways, I just want to show you that one more time. But you are basically the maker of your own life. You have a say in how you manifest stability in your life, what that looks like, how you manifest. Look, bottom of the deck. I didn't get on camera, but I just happened to glance down. The Lovers. Yeah, and I have like this arrow coming down right here. And of course, you have to have the apple. But I even feel like these are wings here. I feel like energetically you're going to be connecting with people or a special someone that is going to really get you, going to really understand you. It's going to happen organically. And this could also even be somebody that you are currently with. It could be just burning away of old habits. If they have crappy habits of control. I heard the word submission. You have a habit of submission. I feel like those dynamics are changing. And I feel like you'll be seeing each other once again in a different light, completely different. If you're not partnered, this could be a friendship or this could be romantic, either way, okay? But this is nothing but really good things for you. And that is just phenomenal. I'm super excited for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please smash that like button. You got money coming towards you. You have a ton of wisdom. Trust our intuition. It is on point. Okay? And if it's not money, you have somebody stable coming towards you who is willing to build with you, who is somebody who sees the potential and sees you for who you really are, actually. And you both will be seeing each other for who you really are. So thank you so much. Do like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And much love and healing to you. Namaste. Hi, pile number 2. This is Cashapp with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your portion of your reading. So pile number 2, we're going to get a little bit of sagey sage going on. Hopefully no more mishaps. But if there are, I'm unlikely to edit anyways. Okay. Pile number 2. How to get my broom out there. You chose the 9 of Wands. So we get this to come in clear. This deck is called Dancing in the Dark Tarot. It's beautiful. I think I got it from Etsy. I'm not really sure. So with the 9 of Wands, we see this is the wounded warrior. This is your quintessential, I'm exhausted. I have one more fight left in me. My head is wrapped up because I've been beat up from the street up, frankly. The 9 of Wands is a level of exhaustion from fending things off, from carrying burdens, from everything. To the point where a lot of it is emotional burnout, physical burnout. We're headed that way anyways. So let's see what's going on with you, okay? Pile number 2. Did I say pile number 1? I hope not. Well, pile number 2 anyways. Y'all know what I mean. I can't count sometimes. It just happens. So let's see what else we have. Show me what I need to see for pile number 2. Thank you. Why do we have the Wounded Warrior here? The 9 of Wands, and show me now. Okay. So we have 2 seemingly contradictory cards. The first jumper that I got was a 2 of Swords. Look how beautiful this is. So there is a situation that involves a stalemate that you're protecting yourself against. So there's definitely a stalemate. There's definitely self-preservation, self-protection. And it has stumped or halted or delayed or waylaid your ability to move on, to move forward. Now, with this 2 of Swords, and this one I see a lot of emotion, a lot of protecting your heart. That is the traditional meaning of that, but most of the time I see it as simply stubbornness. Now, I feel like this has to do with something that really is close, near and dear to your heart, something that's sacred and pure. I'm looking at her shawl. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Probably not, but whatever it is that she's wearing on her head, okay, that thing, it reminds me of almost like a nun's habit. And I feel like this could be something that you're protecting yourself. For example, like your belief system, your faith, things like that. So something about it that you are really protecting. It has a lot to do. There's like a lot of mystery in there. Like people want to know, they want to get in there, and you are definitely protective, self-protective. It's not comfortable by a long shot. Let's get some more energy. Show me what I need to see. Why are these cards here for pile number 2, please? And show me now. Wow, okay. So I have the Wheel of Fortune. I can't help but hear Wheel of Fortune. I am not one of those game watchers, whatever. It's totally not my jam. I grew up watching some of it with my cousins, and I always thought it was for old people. And even back then, I was older than my cousins. I couldn't understand what the appeal was. I just never got it. I don't know why I told you the story, but the Wheel of Fortune here tells me that in the middle of this, you're trying to really focus on the up and up, on the positive aspects of life, on the good things. And yet you're being really self-protective. And that in itself is kind of serving to, I guess, provide a barrier. You know, I feel like there's like your guard is up. That's what it is. Your guard is up, providing a barrier. And your ability to move on has been kind of like placed on pause. I'm going to go ahead and ring the bell. I said read the bell. I'm going to ring the bell. It's going to be probably loud. So if you have any earbuds, lower them, babies, or take them out for a second. And the ringing starts in 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So you expect things to turn for the better, especially I feel like your security. And this is saying to me, it's like they're vulnerable parts of you that have been really criticized and maybe even beat up on or picked on, something like that. And you're like, okay, one more time. I got one more fight in me, but I'm just exhausted. I'm tired of being attacked. Maybe you've been in situations where you've been like just really vulnerable with the wrong people or surrounded by the wrong people or whatever the case may be. But you definitely have not had a lot of supporters in life or thus far, okay? I do feel like that is changing. Why? Because you are determined. I feel like you only see half of things right now. Half of what could be. I've never seen a card actually like this, which is really cool. If you look, everything that's in the traditional tarot, you only see half of it. And that to me is fascinating. So I feel like you see half of the picture. You see how things can get better marginally. Okay. I think you realize that there's some endings that need to happen in order for things to improve. in order for you to feel better, to do better, whatever you want to call it. I also feel like you're looking for a compass. You're looking for a way to do things, a way to be vulnerable without getting stomped on, without getting crushed, a way to communicate, a way to do things overall in a manner that is going to be really beneficial and allow you the fortitude, the ability to move ahead, okay? So we're going to get some more cards here, more energy. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see for pile number 2. And show me now. Okay. My cards are like, you want to see? Well, here you go. Here you go. We've got the 5 of Wands. We've got these 2 people here playing tug of war amidst the wand. This is about competition. This is about battles. This is about hidden motives. This is about snakes in the grass. This is about people that are not really part of your team, that have been vying for whatever it is that's your portion in life, okay? Your lot, whatever it is that you have been really working on. Oh, the irony, look at that. So I have, I don't believe anything is coincidence. So I have my little ring here, the evil eye, and it just broke. And that just tells me that this definitely is that people have been evil eyeing you, wanting pretty much to be like you or wanting to be you or take you down for whatever reason. Jealousy, competition, for no reason at all. It's just ridiculousness, right? If they were minding their own business, they wouldn't even have any undercurrent feelings about this. Okay. So the 4 of Cups, this is like a missed opportunity. But also, this is about saying that you're not putting up with this anymore. You don't even want this in your life. But more, there's a need to focus on not just like, this is not what I want. Like, it's almost like talking or manifesting in a double negative way. What a trip. My evil eye ring broke. Ha! That just goes to show lots of evil eye out there for me too, right? So I'm going to say, so this is really talking about a need for you to really open up and focus on what it is that you do want. Instead of focusing on like the past, the negative, the betrayals and all that. It's like, I don't want somebody to take advantage of me. I don't want somebody to use me anymore. I don't want somebody to manipulate me. No, we're going to start thinking on the positive. We're going to start thinking, you know, I really want cohesiveness. I want to gel with people. I want emotional fulfillment with people. I want to be on the same page with people, or at least in the same ballpark. We're not all identical, not by a long shot. Manifest that way. There's a tendency, as I throw the card on the floor, stop. There's a tendency to want to go to the past, right? To think about and romanticize and novelize. I heard that's not even a word, I don't think, but you're more than welcome for that. Just looking at the past and thinking, oh, things used to be so much simpler when I was young. Excuse me, maybe when I was in school, or maybe I wanted to go back to how things were in the past in general, right? Nostalgia, 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 dreaming and thinking. But the fact of the matter is that, you know, this was going on the whole time. The evil eye, people wanting what it is that you have. Even if you feel like I don't have anything, why would they want what I have? I have nothing. Well, you have star quality, I heard. You have loyalty. You have, this is what you have. All right, you have a great depth to you, great mystery. You have purity about you. You have individuality. You have love. And I heard support that you can't even see. You also have the ability to self-sacrifice, but this hopefully is over for you. We're not doing that anymore, right? So don't be so nostalgic about what things were. We're going for the new. There is justice, okay? Justice. And this is about putting things on a scale in a good way. This is about balance. This is about even bringing the sunshine back into your life by having a balance of the scales, a balance of effort, having a balance of energy, of people that really support you and not give you lip service. You can feel that shit a mile away. I know you guys can. Anybody who's listening to this channel and all, you can feel people who are authentic or just placate you and say things and try to blindfold you. But I feel like that blindfold is backfiring right now. It's almost like this part that has really hurt this person's head, and this blindfold here and this blindfold here. This is more of a self-protective mode. I feel like they've been used in 3 different ways. And now is a time that you're allowing the blindfold so that you can judge what is equitable, what is balanced. I heard what is evil. So I feel like you're just making a great judgment against anything in your life as well. You might have a calling to watch pile number 1 as well. You don't have to. If you're called to, great. If not, that's great too. But I feel like with this big old sword right here, you are going to get massive clarity. And with that massive clarity, you're going to allow the light to shine once again into your life. This is Libra vibes. This is also balancing power. Anytime we're in a relationship or a situationship, whatever, there is a balance of power that needs to happen. And there's not testing of each other, but just trying to find a comfortable middle ground. And sometimes you're going to see people that try to pull the wool over your eyes and yank that as hard as they can their way. And it could be slowly and then a final yank that you're not expecting. But I feel like energetically, you feel them seething. You feel them just kind of basically just evil eyeing you. No other way to put it, no easy way to put it either. So make sure that you manifest from a place of what you do want. And that is, you know, more examples. I definitely want, you know, people that support me. I definitely want people that are in my same ballpark. I definitely want to look at things differently. And I feel bottom of the deck right here, this is you coming out of the hermit mode. Well, the hangman mode, very similar energies. Anyways, this is about you looking at things in in a different manner. Hey, all right, these pants give me like circus vibes. So maybe you're like, it's been a circus, I can't even believe, but I feel like you've been honed and set aside for a very, very special reason. And I feel like you have a lot on your mind, like you are extremely sharp, quick-witted. I feel like you're super intelligent. People may not know this because you keep your mouth mostly shut, especially about things that we are currently talking about. But I feel like that is going away. That is no more. All of this depth is coming out for people to see. I feel like you've been self-protective about your mind, what you think, along with here. You know that in the past, what you have thought, your thoughts, you probably vocalize them, experience shaming, or some kind of abuse. Yeah. Are you looking at things in a different manner? You are definitely manifesting. You know that things are getting better, and things actually, in fact, are getting better. It's just hard to see exactly how. The 10 of Swords, you've been the target of verbal abuse, of slander, dare I say. And this has maybe rendered you to where I feel like I can't move. These 2 energies with the Chariot right here tells me that you have been kind of like at a standstill. I can't move. Now, look at this Charioteer. He's just quite different than what I'm accustomed to, right? We have the 2 Sphinxes. I'm not sure what they're called. But anyways, they're staring at each other. And it's almost like, okay, I thought we're not supposed to like look at anything because, well, whatever. Anyways, but here we have at the top of this Charioteer, it's like a star. It's like you have a dream and you want to head that way. And there is some mystery about how to get there, what to do about it. How could we progress? How do we get this Chariot moving? To obtain what it is that pile 2 desires, please, and show me now. Queen of Wands reversed. Interesting. And the upright, this is my favorite queen. Mover and a shaker and a candlestick maker, all those things. Number 13 reduces to 4, all about stability. When it is reversed, she can be bitchy and kind of like rash. And it's like, well, if you don't stand for me, then F off. And we're off to do other stuff. So I feel like the way that you can open up and make a clearing and make this work for you instead of against you is actually open up your mouth, speaking your truth, going after what you want, regardless of who wants what around you. And it sounds selfish, but let me tell you, from what I see, especially with the Five of Wands, people wanting to tug a war with you and fight you on everything and wanting to control you, it is the best way to do things, okay? It is going to be a slow movement, a slow energy. Show me more of what I need to see. How can we get unstuck from this hangman position into seeing things clear, getting the Wheel of Fortune moving in our favor? And I feel like you're impatient. You're like, let's get it popping. Let's go. Let's get this chariot moving. How can we accomplish that? Please and show me now. The Ten of Swords. We need to complete the ending. So whatever it is that you're guarding your heart, you need to make a decision about, you feel kind of defensive for, you got one more fight in you, you need to face it and be done with it, because this has been no bueno, not healthy, not prosperous by long shot. You need to allow whatever ending needs to happen. And how you're going to do that is focusing on what it is that you want, because keep in mind that these people have focused on what they want the whole time without regard to what you want. And bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups upright. So I feel like this is going to bring about closeness, emotional gratification, people that are like your soul tribe, your soul vibe. I feel like a lot of healing is going to take place. You're going to see things new, almost like this little child. It's like, wow, that's what that's about. Wow, that's what lack of competition is about. Now I can compete against myself. Now I can just continue growing and focusing on my journey. Now I don't have to tug a war and have people weighing me down energetically or evil-eyeing me. Now I can feel free to do whatever it is and be whoever it is that I want without having people make me feel bad. All of those things. The Nine of Swords tells me that you'll have some sleepless nights, some anxiety, and just know that breaking out of cycles, everything is energy. It's going to take a little bit for this energy to clear up, okay? I feel like you might have epiphanies at night. Even this owl brings you wisdom, and it might bring you some despair. And I do feel like, even before I mentioned the Hermit, even though the Hermit has not shown up thus yet, and I feel like this star is the same star that is right here. Is the same star that the Hermit traditionally carries in its lantern, his or her lantern. And in the middle of the night, I feel like you may wake up at random times of the night. You may see stuff. You might be really sensitive. The veil might be really thin to the other world. And so you might be somebody who is prone to actually seeing things that your average person doesn't. But I also feel like there's an affinity with the owl. I feel like your powers of observation reach far and wide. That energetically you can observe. Some of you guys are like into remote viewing. And, you know, that's whatever your thing is. But energetically, you can even be astral projecting and not even know it, actually, and getting messages. So this bird is bringing you messages, and it might cause some heartache. But you have a dream here, and sometimes it is necessary to allow people to continue doing whatever it is they're doing. There's no need to run interference. It's just a need to retract your energy and bring it back to yourself. And it might cause some, I'm not going to lie, some pain, some agony there. But the whole point is that that pain was still there even when you were stuck in the situation. And it was even worse because you weren't able to, it was like you were a prisoner energetically. So just keep in mind, if you can write down even 9 things that are like really stressing you out, and write those things down. And then for each one, write down 3 things that you can do about it. If there's anything you can do about it, then obviously you can address them. And if there's nothing you can do about them, cross them off, because it's, you know, nothing that you can physically change. Okay. So we can't change other people, for example. We can't change how they react to us. We can't change what they think about us. We can only withdraw our power and be ourselves and allow the people that are really our tribe, these people right here, whether blood, friends, family, whatever the case may be, it doesn't make a difference. Allow them to be a part of our story, our current and future story, and allow what is passing to pass. Right here, I have the Sun. This is probably my all-time favorite card of the whole deck. I love how the children are like golden. Like, you're golden. Pile number 2, you are golden. I feel like you have some incredibly noble vibes. I feel like you're known for nobility, your purity of heart. And I feel like this has been something that's been a bone of contention because people have used it, seen it, manipulated it. Okay. What else do we need to know for pile number 2? I keep... Okay, the Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, slow-moving energy. You will heal from this. Try tapping, try meditating, try drinking more water. If you feel led to it, obviously, my disclaimer is I'm not a mental health care professional. We leave that to people who know what they're talking about. These are tips and tricks. If you feel led to, great. If you don't, great. But this Knight of Pentacles tells me this energy is going to move about slowly. So there's a lot that you are letting go. But look, we're going to end it right here. We've got the Queen of Wands. What? Yes. Okay. She's got her mystery cat. She's in touch with the other side. She's in touch with her passions. She is a mover and a shaker. This is all about pulling back your and expressing your authenticity to whoever is there. It doesn't matter. You're just embodying. It's an embodiment of who you really are, with no fear of judgment, with allowing things to flow and allowing things to stop quite naturally. All of this self-protectiveness, even almost like kind of saw the is it the hilt of the swords? Anyways, it kind of looked like guns to me, because I do need a new prescription, not gonna lie, but that's what I saw. And then here I feel like nun vibes. So you could have a higher purpose that you're trying to serve or always thought about serving, and people have just really brought you down to their lower vibration. Now you're taking back your power. I feel like that's going to give you so much more security. You're going to feel confident. Your confidence is just radically different. And it doesn't mean that you're shaking a stick in people's faces, that you're, you know, whatever. You're retracting all of your energy back into yourself. And now you have so much more to give to other people. You're allowing that light to shine. And I think that things are going really, really well for you. So that is what I have for you. Pile number 2. If you like this kind of reading, smash that like button, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, namaste. Hi, pile number 3. This message is for thee. My name is Crystal with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading. So if you chose pile number 3, grab a snacky snack. Let's get started. We got a little bit of sagey sage going on, maybe a little bit more than I thought. No worries. It's smoky as hell. Okay. So the other groups have been pretty intense. I'm still trying to figure out a way how to do like really light readings, and it doesn't really appear to be my jam, I guess. Whatever, we just make do with what we have, right? So let's just observe this beautiful card. Pile number 3. You chose the Ten of Wands. Now, the traditional tarot tells us, you know, we're carrying too many burdens. We're overwhelmed. We're on the brink of burnout. If not, we're experiencing burnout. And we're trying to break through. I don't know if you can see this smoke wafting about. I would have expected that to have been done with. It's even getting caught up here and going straight up. Interesting. I feel like you have a lot of smoke and mirrors. I feel like also you're carrying burdens and things that you should not be carrying. Other people that are manipulating and controlling. You're not going to believe how the smoke is acting. I'm totally tripping out here. Okay. I have a cup. Let's see where my finger, like, let's say here. And the smoke is going over my gloves. It's splitting up and coming towards the camera. It's also splitting into and going that way. So I feel like you could have people like having their own agendas. I really hope the smoke is translating, that you can even see it. Let's see. Can you see that? By my right side. If I move, I'll move the smoke. But there's definitely a level of you're carrying too many problems, too many issues, too many people's burdens. And that does need to stop. I mean, that's a traditional meaning to this. It's a warning anyways, that if you don't discontinue, you will experience burnout. Now, one thing that I wanted to tell you is I never noticed, but this outfit right here, to me, let's see if we can get closer, totally feels to me like a prisoner, like an inmate with the stripes, even though the colors are different. I guess depending on where you're from, I don't know. So I feel like you've been almost imprisoned, or you feel imprisoned to the point where you don't have choices and options, like you have to carry this burden. That's how I'm feeling. Okay? Feeling like extreme control vibes. Is that a thing? And can I move this? I'm sorry, but I'm gonna fidget. You guys know that something goes awry in every video. Why stop now? All right. So something about you feeling imprisoned, okay? Like duty bound to do for others, okay? To the point where you're weary and other people are watching you. This is not like, oh, you're doing this in secret of the night, even though it is nighttime. I feel like other people are happy to dump their crap in your lap. And they're like, oh, you can carry, you can lift, you can bench press this. Why not? Because it ain't my shit to bench press, right? But anyways, moving on. Bottom of the deck. I have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. This could be family. And this could be friends, family who think that it's okay to throw more on your plate. Or they could have some expectations that just are not realistic. They're not okay. And we have here the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is my slowest knight in the entire deck. This is almost saying that, like, well, you've been encumbered and burdened and slowing down. Not making a ton of progress, but just itty-bitty progress a bit at a time. It's due because of your loyalty, because of your dedication. And also I feel like you're somebody quick to pledge, I do. Not just like in a marriage or relationship, but you're quick to pledge all in. All right, for those of you that are like card players, I also feel like there's been like a big explosion in the background. So maybe perhaps like this feels like glass or some kind of explosion shattering. There could be some kind of a dynamic in the distance that like in the recent, not so distant past, I would say, that really exploded within your family, and that the burden has just become too much for you. Now, I want to show you the back of these cards because I never noticed this before. Let's see if this translates well. Let's get this really close. We'll use this as an example. Now I'm noticing this little center figure is actually a knight. All the knights ride horses. And to me, horses represent your freedom. And I feel like you're going to be free from these burdens, but it's going to be a little while until you decide that, you know what, I'm a prisoner no more. I'm not doing that anymore. It's not healthy for me. I'm burning out. My health is suffering. And I am no longer going to be the donkey to carry everybody else's burdens. This could be doing everybody for everybody else, or being emotionally available to be everybody else's dumping ground. What? Look at that. And you, my friend, know exactly, pile number 3, what it is that I'm speaking about, because you yourself are a high priestess or high priest. You're very intuitive. You have positive and negative polarities. I also feel like you have a kinship to the other side. Like the veil is super thin for you as well. And you have very, like, you see clear, super clear. You haven't wanted to see clear because it's painful to think that other people would be okay with dumping their burdens in your, on your doorstep or in your lap while they themselves are cozy and relaxed and chilling, that kind of a thing. So that could be painful. I think that you've known for a long time that things need to change, and this burden needs a change. And that is going to help you to make progress. I feel like all three readings are almost even the same story in different stages. If you feel led to, that's great. If you don't, then that's also great. But I also feel like there's an element, like right here, this steed is standing in their rows. And I almost feel like they're, does it translate on camera well? They are rows of, like a farmer, like when you do rows of seeds and, you know, then they sprout and all that. But I feel like you're going to really move slowly towards what it is that your destiny is, invest in yourself, but it's going to be a slow and methodical move. So we have our first reversal in this reading. The number 11 came up reverse. And look, we have the echo right here. Of all the seeds to be grown. This is how much I'm going to deposit, time, energy, effort. This is a card before movement. And this is saying you're not at a point right now where you feel like you can put those burdens down, those wands down. People expect things from you. I have a family to support, I heard. They expect this from me. I have to pay for my child's college before I can really do, or you know, whatever the reasons are, you're still carrying way too much, my friend. What else do we have for pile number 3? Show me for pile number 3. What else do we have for the, we've got victory. Look, don't delay, my friend. Everything is going to be super well. And I don't say that just off the cuff because I'm a tarot reader and I want people to have that good vibe. I mean, I do want you to have a good vibe, but I want you to have a true vibe, a realistic look at things. Yeah, it's going to take hard work. Yeah, you're going to be slow to let go of these wands. Once you do let go of the wands, once you do decide, I'm going to invest in what? And whatever it is that I want to grow, whatever I want more of. I want more people who are going to support me, more people who are going to be self-sufficient, supporting themselves. I want whatever. You can actually start building and making movement towards it. So deciding what you want is going to be part of your mission right here. With this horse and this white steed right here, this one is in full motion. This is a celebration. The number 6 is people celebrating you being victorious, and people actually seeing that victory. Now, on the top of the wands, now I see they're almost like little butterflies, even though they're supposed to be sprouting wands in the traditional idea of this. And there's this big banner, okay? And this banner is all about your security, your stability. I feel like you've earned a lot. You've been through a lot, and people are going to actually witness your success on the other side. Now, that sounds ominous. That's not how I meant it. I feel like people that have been draining you are going to witness your success, but have a veil or like a barrier between you and them, okay? I feel like their time of dumping crap on your lap is over, and it's time for you to move on and be successful, however that looks to you, and whatever it is that you would like to see success in whatever manner, I should say. That's going to help you to feel rooted, grounded, content, okay? And I feel also that you will be, I heard glorified, but that's not even what I'm going for. I heard, okay, well, some of you guys might be exalted and glorified, if that's, you know, a thing. I don't really know. But I feel like your level of success is going to really inspire other people, that people are going to see that it was hard-earned. And also success looks so different from everybody else. Don't think it's just like money and wealth and the things in the 3D. No, it's about, maybe it's about speaking your truth. It's about being fired up, having your own passions, your own values. It's about sitting pretty, whatever that looks like to you. It's about, if I have a throw that I really enjoy, nobody else likes it, I'm going to use it. And because I'm a queen and I love it, whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't make a difference. It's about taking that fire and allowing your fire to move you forward, regardless of other people's judgment against it, right? So I feel like this is about embracing your individuality and allowing other people to take full responsibility for themselves at the same token, and not being a buffer of cause and consequence. Choices and consequences. Isn't that how it goes? I'm not sure. But I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So, pile number 3, show me more. Show me what I need to see for pile number 3. Pile number 3, what do we have for me, and show me now? The Queen of Wands. This came out in pile number 2 as well. So, yeah. 2 Queen of Wands. What the heck? So you could have maybe 2 businesses, 2 business ideas. You could be merging or forming a business with someone else who thinks like you. I think that you're very poised, very regal. I love this queen. This is my favorite queen out of all of them, by the way. So this is also somebody who is expressive and fiery, business-oriented, spicy, I heard. Show me what I need to see for pile 3, and show me now. You're freeing yourself. You are freeing yourself from so much. You're freeing yourself in order to take a chance, to take a step forward in the right direction, to take a risk, to dream again, to look up at the sky. Look at the difference. This person can't even see their own feet. 1 foot forward. I have worked like this. I have woken up literally, pulled myself out of bed, just thinking 1 foot in front of the other, in front of the other. You don't think about 2 steps down the road, nothing. You literally are thinking 1 step in front of the other, all the way till you make it back home again, and then you hit that reset button, you start all over again. And I feel like that is not the spirit right here. This is about, let's celebrate, let's enjoy, let's be grounded. We're going to take some risks, but I feel like they are calculated risks. I don't feel like you are foolish. Yes, we all make mistakes. Hello. Yep, those ones are falling, baby. At different times, we all, can make, quote, mistakes, but mistakes are really opportunity for growth. As much as I despise making mistakes, I do make them all the time. But it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to be able to go back to your dreams and be able to lead a very fulfilling and rich life, and not be crushed by the expectation of having a shitty job that you don't like, or carrying other people's burdens, or actually, I feel like the weight of other people's expectations. In this reading, that is more for you than any of the other. It's not necessarily like you're doing other people's dishes or laundry or housekeeping, but it's more like you're trying to live up to other people's expectations, and most of those people are going to be family or feel like family to you, whatever that means to you, okay? So I'm going to clear the air just a little bit. I'll be ringing the bell in 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Can we get better than the victory? One of my all-time favorite cards there. Show me what I need to see for pile number 3. This is pretty straightforward. I feel like your heart chakra is also going to be warming up. You can even feel the, look at releasing from the devil. Yep. You could feel your heart chakra warming up. But there is a, once you release these wands, whatever is binding you and tying you down, whatever you are obsessively focused on, or whoever is forcefully controlling you, or if you're under someone's thumb, this could be a boss, this could be a business, a company, a mindset. This could be checking your 401k every day, like working for places like Intel, and you're clocking in and checking your, your stocks or whatever the case may be. All right, keeping up with the Joneses, and I'm not saying working for Intel is at all bad, not at all. But if you're buying into the culture where that's what's controlling you, then that's what's controlling you, right? So we have a liberation from the demon of control, the demon of obsession, of I have to do things this way, it's the only way to do it. That is a lot of freedom. That is a lot of happiness, stability. And I feel like you are going to be so much more comfortable in your own skin, so much happier. And yes, I feel like you're going to start feeling energy come back to you, life come back to you. Things will no longer be, as things fall away from your life, you will no longer be plodding through, okay? Resources, the tangible, the 3D money, aka money, whatever, those are all extremely important because that's how we survive. So we take care of our family and things like that. But what is also important is that your soul doesn't shrivel and die on a vine because it never had the opportunity to thrive to begin with, right? So with that, Pile 3, I know this was a little bit short, but I hope that you enjoy your reading. If you do, smash a like button, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time, wishing you much love, much healing, and namaste.